Right now at my house, I have 57 live projects running on my local Proxmox server. They monitor the stock market, they publish videos to YouTube, they scan the entire internet and deliver me a briefing every morning. They all work in one big thing working together. They back themselves up in 3 different locations, and when something breaks, it uses the NATS protocol to automatically fix themselves with event handlers. I didn't hire a team, I didn't raise money, and I built a machine. My name is Eric Anderson. I'm an autonomous flywheel architect. I build systems that work together and grow businesses without human intervention. I'm also a published author and a founder of Prime Automation Solutions. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like with the real terminal, real dashboards, and I'm going to show you how you can build one for yourself. You might be asking, what is an automation flywheel? And let me explain it to you. I have all of these services, all connected together, all doing the same thing. I write a book, it feeds into the main system. It has a website that feeds back into the main system. I publish an article about my book to passit.com or dev.to. They're all connected back to the main system. I create a product like InkEngine that helped me write my books. It is now a SaaS product. It feeds right back into the main system. I want to publish content to Twitter, automation system, feedback back into the main system. Email comes in, I process it, I update a website, or vice versa, something like that. All the systems tie together. My auto YouTube short generator creates, publishes to YouTube. If I have any products or whatever, I can push it to any of these things and it's all working. Every single one of my 57 projects all use this PrimeBus NAT system to publish messages to the bus. So it's auto self-healing. I know what's going on. I have event handlers to fix things or keep things going. If the YouTube, like my pipeline for YouTube shorts is, it takes my stock market data and it feeds a script, it auto generates the content, and then it runs it past some reviewers, a panel of agents that are designed to look at it in different ways. If it fails, I need the PrimeBus to say, hey, this is why it failed. I need it to try again. And so it self-improves and keeps doing it. This is an automation flywheel. Every morning I have a routine and I use automation to show how that works. One of the things I built in Claude is setting up a skill. So I have a /morning ops. And while this runs, I'm just going to kind of let you know what I'm doing here. It is a script compiled of looking at my Docker containers on my other host. It's looking at cron tabs. It's looking at my current projects. I created this little scanner thing that looks at each one of my projects, and I have a gameplan.md file. So it does a summary at the base of my /op directory, and it has like a master game plan in there. So it scrapes that, it understands, it gets all my context, it looks at all my projects and where I left off, and it should give us a little morning briefing to kind of see what we need to work on today, if I have any messages, if I have any emails, some overall stats on some of my projects, like if there's any web traffic, overall health of my system. It's just a nice way to use some automation to help your morning, because imagine doing all this stuff manually, checking your databases, typing all these commands. You doing that every morning is a lot of time. We're thinking about the automation flywheel here. So my morning briefing, we'll scroll back up here to the top. It's right here, Saturday at April 4th. And we got infrastructure health, like I said. We can see all the containers are up. The backups ran successfully. My cron jobs all ran successfully. Everything is green. Emails are good. If we have to do anything. Sign up stats for my applications. Tobira messaging. Dang, I have 105 waiting to be done. Better get to this. Severity. I got some things I got to check into and some high priority things that I just see. 106 is like, that's my top priority right now. And it's just a tool that we can use, automation, to save that time. I think of every business and somebody going in there and saying, hey, I have a legitimate problem, but they don't know they have a problem. Like I had a friend that says every Friday he spends 13 hours trying to line his crew to get to the right places using Google Map, and he wants them to be efficient. I was like, let me automate this. Let me save you those 13 hours. You know, I charge a few $1,000, I solve his problems. He frees up 13 hours of his time to redirect it to something else. Let's zoom into the content flywheel because it's where most people can start. This is the YouTube automation. Every day, my system picks trending market stories, generates a video script using AI, creates the video with some text overlay and a stock footage, runs it through a quality review. Agents obviously score it, anything above a 6 out of a 10, and it uploads it to YouTube, posts it to Twitter, announces it to Discord, all automatically. I published 49 videos this way, 11,000 views, and I didn't manually edit a single one. True automation at work. I have a Twitter bot. It's my engagement system. It finds relevant conversations about AI, automation, building, businesses that have a problem. It crafts thoughtful replies, not spam, real engagement. I have 2,871 followers and growing. And I built this product called ScanBrief. Every morning it pulls from 56 sources: Hacker News, GitHub, Trending, Arvix papers, AI lab blogs, Reddit, TechCrunch, and a dozen more. It deduplicates everything, scores each item by impact and novelty, and delivers a clean brief. I built this because I was spending way too much time every morning reading tech news, and now I just spend 5 minutes. Here's the thing. Each of these systems feeds the other. ScanBriefs find trending topics. Those topics feed the YouTube pipeline. The YouTube videos drive traffic. And some of that stuff gets sent to Twitter. Traffic builds subscribers. The subscribers become consulting leads. That's the flywheel. Now let's talk money, because none of this matters if it doesn't generate revenue. I have 5 revenue streams and they're all connected. 1, consulting. Prime Automation Solutions, network automation, web development, AI integration for business. This is the core. Real clients, real projects, real invoices. Number 2, books. 2 published on Amazon, from McDonald's to Financial Freedom, The Autonomous Engineer. These aren't just income. They're credibility engines. When a potential client sees you wrote a book on this stuff, that's a different conversation. Number 3, InkEngine. The AI book publishing platform I built to write my own books. Now it's a product. $99 to $500 per book. I'm eating my own cooking and selling the recipe. Number 4, ScanBrief. Tech intelligent briefs, free tier to build the audience, paid tiers for the full brief and API access. Number 5, PrimeTrader. AI-powered market signals, scans 109 tickers, runs them through technical analysis and AI scoring, posts the best setups to Discord. Now, here's the flywheel in action. A consulting client asked me to automate their content pipeline. I build it. I extract the reusable parts into a product. I write about the process, which becomes a YouTube video, which becomes a blog post, which drives SEO traffic, which generates more consulting leads. Nothing is wasted. Everything compounds. I'm going to have Claude here help us explain the video walkthrough here on what some of my stuff is doing, just because I think it does a better job than me trying to explain it. But here we have PrimeRestorer. My disaster recovery is the backup disaster recovery system for the entire Prime network. It runs automatically at 2 a.m. every night in 4 stages. Stage 1, database backup. 2, system config backup. Stage 3, in the .env file backup. Stage 4, S3 offsite encryption. I do keep a thing on all my local Synology as well. So it's like I have it locally, I have it Synology, and I keep my critical stuff offline. I think this is all very important stuff. If you have this critical system running all this automation and you're not having a backup process, if like your house burns down, you know, the internet goes down, the power goes out, I can push this stuff to EC2 instances and be running it all from there like within about 5 minutes. Low downtime, all things considered. I have scripts for all of this. I'm not going to show it all, but you know, It has some sensitive data in there, but we could talk about it if that's something you want. Just leave a comment down below. The PrimeBus is the thing I've been trying to tell you about with NATs. It's the central nervous system. PrimeBus is the event bus that ties everything together. Built on NAT's JetStream, a high-performance meshes broker with persistent streams. Signal detect, resolve. What's inside? Get Watcher. Pulls from repos every 30 seconds, detects new commits. I have test runners, A/B fix generators, scoring engines, feedback agents, digest agents, performance analyzers, reactive agents that automatically fix things that break. I have event handlers that handle, like I said, my YouTube videos per pipeline. If the reviewers, don't like it, it will restart the whole production, the full pipeline again. So it's nice to have. I have Ansible infrastructure as code. I have two hosts here running Neo and Morpheus. I have all these different run books that run at different times to help us do backups, help us do security audits, help us do disk checks, Docker cleanup, app updates to keep the OS patched. Both servers have keys set up so it can handle everything, how they connect, the loop that makes this self-healing. PrimeRestorer backup at 2 a.m. Ansible runs the health thing every 6 hours. The developer pushes code, and every piece generates telemetry. Every piece of telemetry can trigger actions. That autonomous engineering loop, the infrastructure monitors itself, fixes itself, and tells you exactly what happened in a morning brief, or gets relayed to my Discord server. That's true automation in a flywheel. I need to be honest with you, because if I just showed you the pretty dashboards, the automation, I'd be lying by omission. This took years. I've been a network automation engineer since 2008. That's almost 20 years of building systems that work at 3 a.m. without anyone babysitting them. Cisco, service providers, the infrastructure that runs the internet. That's where I learned to think in systems. I went from $30,000 in debt. I clawed my way out. I wrote a book about it. I've killed projects that weren't working. I have a graveyard of ideas that sounded great on paper and turned out to be solutions looking for problems. The 57 projects you see today, they're survivors. Each one earned its place by solving a real problem for a real person that someone would pay real money for. If you're watching this and thinking, I could have built that, you're wrong. You don't just build 57 projects on day one. You build one autonomous system, then you build another, then they start tying to each other, and one day you wake up and realize the flywheel is spinning. So here's how you start. 3 steps. You can do the first one today. Step 1, automate your morning. What's the first thing you do when you open up your laptop? Check email, check analytics, check Slack, write a script that does all of that, puts it in one place. That's your morning brief. That's your autonomous system. Step 2, build one content flywheel. Pick one platform, write one piece of content per week, then automate the creation of that content. Use AI to draft, use cron jobs to publish, use webhooks to cross-post. Your goal isn't to create content, it is to build a machine that creates content. Step number 3, connect the pieces. When a system A produces output, feed it into system B. Your blog post becomes a tweet, becomes a YouTube short, becomes a newsletter. Each piece amplifying the last. Each piece amplifies the last. That's when the flywheel starts turning on its own. And if you want to skip the trial and error, if you want someone who's already built this to architect it to your business, that's what I do. Prime Automation Solution. Link in the description. Book a 10-minute call, and I'll tell you exactly where your flywheel should start. I'm Eric Anderson. I'm an autonomous flywheel architect. If this video showed you something you didn't know was possible, subscribe. I'm going to keep showing you how this machine works, the wins, the failures, and everything in between. If you want a daily brief on the most important tech and AI news, the same ones on that my system generates for me every morning, sign up for Scan Brief. It's free, link down below. If you want to go deeper, my book, Autonomous Engineer, walks through every principle behind what you saw today. It's on Amazon, also linked below. The flywheel is spinning. The question is, are you going to build yours or just keep running on the treadmill? I'll see you on the next one.